Hello and welcome back for more Love and DeepSpace. We're going to continue on with Raphael's story in Time's Banquet event, and should be able to complete this today, I think. Our restaurant is almost empty today. Meanwhile, the one across the street is as bustling as a marketplace. A large crowd surrounds it.
There appears to be excitement. Shall we investigate?
Raphael and I push our way through the crowd. Apparently, the establishment is hosting a Jade Stone gambling event.
I can't believe this rough stone revealed such exquisite jade. There are no impurities, and it's of the highest grade.
The crowd cheers, and I carefully examine the stone. Then I lean toward Raphael and whisper into his ear. Something is wrong with that stone. I believe it was tampered with beforehand. They've gone to great lengths to hide high-quality goods, while placing inferior ones in prominent positions to mislead people.
Look at that person over there. He's working with the restaurant's owner. I suppose he was hired to attract customers. Using such fraudulent tricks is despicable. I'll pay him a visit. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to participate, but I've never done this before. Do you have any advice?
The person scrutinizes Raphael before speaking cautiously.
Are you sure? There are risks. You'll never know whether a stone has something good until it's cut open.
My wife has always been fond of jade. Both of us recently arrived in Yunshao, and I'd like to find a piece that can make her happy.
Wife? When did this happen? Or is this part of our cover story? We are being undercover for gathering intelligence. So, yeah, I'll assume it's that. The word wife makes my ears burn red. As others look toward me, I quickly put on an eager expression that's full of anticipation.
I see. Then let me share some of my experiences with you.
The individual reveals several stone appraisal techniques, as everyone in the crowd nods. Raphael continues asking him questions. The man becomes increasingly flustered as he contradicts himself and struggles.
Why don't the rocks that produced beautiful jade earlier match the characteristics you described? Surely you wouldn't deceive me, sir. Or does this establishment's stones have issues?
What?
You said appraising stones requires examining the patterns on the outer layer, yet the ones that were selected according to your criteria don't match your statement. Why is it that the stones you cut open always contain valuable jade? Everyone else can only find normal rocks.
Oh, are you working together? The onlookers suddenly realize what's happening and begin talking amongst themselves. The restaurant's owner grabs the man, and they frantically run into the establishment. Only chaos is left in their wake. Just as Raphael and I are about to discreetly leave, someone who's dressed as a merchant stops us.
You two, please wait! I admire how you stood for justice. Why don't we acquaint ourselves with one another? My business also involves jade. I'd appreciate your expertise in appraising stones in the future.
Of course. My wife has a discerning eye for treasures. If you have her examine your raw jade, I guarantee her assessment will be flawless.
Thank you. I lack talent, but I have many connections when information is involved. If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask me.
Raphael and I exchange a glance, and he smiles knowingly.
Actually, we've been searching for rare stones that are difficult to find in the marketplace. Could you perhaps tell us where we might find some?
The merchant looks around cautiously before leaning in to speak in a hushed voice.
Aside from what you can normally find in the market, your other option is Songyuan Chamber. Keep an eye on the caravan that recently arrived in the Western market. You'll find your opportunity there.
Songyan. Okay, I guess I've been saying it wrong. Songyan. Yeah. No. I did my best. I don't speak Chinese, but I was basing the pronunciation based on the way Mount Outsang is pronounced in Genshin Impact, because but I guess, yeah. And now having finally heard what the pronunciation is supposed to be, maybe it will never come up again. But, at the end of the year, the Imperial Court holds a mounted archery competition to entertain foreign envoys. I sit in the spectator area, as Raphael is among the participants. Banners sway in the wind, and hooves thunder across the field. The competition is fierce. In spite of that, Raphael emerges victorious. Is this the competition they were referring to in the restaurant, where the maid felt so bad for sabotaging his bow? However, the broken bowstring wasn't an accident. Those people were targeting you.
They're amateur tactics. If someone wants to target me, sending people of this caliber won't do. In any case, we're in the capital. If they truly dared to assassinate me with so many witnesses present, they'd need to consider the heads they can afford to lose.
Indeed, but the shock hasn't completely dissipated, and my fingers slightly tremble. Raphael massages my furrowed brow.
To compensate for the fact that I made you worry, I can teach you mounted archery. It might put you at ease.
Before I can even respond, Raphael takes my hand and makes the decision for me. The arrow whistles through the air, only to miss its target yet again. It disappears into the depths of the forest. My aim wasn't bad. Why do I keep missing?
There are no issues with your form. It's just that you're distracted.
With one nimble leap, Raphael springs onto my horse and positions himself directly behind me. He supports my arms.
Mounted archery requires finding stillness within movement. When you're on horseback, the slightest mistake can send your arrow off course.
Oh, this is a side of you I wasn't expecting. I mean, I'd like to consider myself an open-minded person, but honestly, it wouldn't occur to me to think that a merman would excel at horseback archery. But all right.
Therefore, concentration is essential.
He guides me to pull back the bowstring, and I try to follow as we aim at the mark on the tree trunk.
Relax your elbows, lower your shoulders, keep your body stable, and don't lean back. Yes, relax. Imagine you're the arrow. You're ready to fly.
Even the wind falls silent as our breaths intertwine.
Now.
We release the arrow at the same time, and it soars from the bowstring to strike the center of the tree trunk.
You're a fast learner. I suppose you're my wittiest student.
Do you have other students?
You're the only one. I have no interest in teaching others. See? It's not so difficult. Let's keep practicing until you're more comfortable.
Yeah. This brings up another question. I already just promoted you to lead my combat team here, but you also have this skill set as well. Would you like to also join my Mountain Blade combat team? I mean, I tend to specialize in light cavalry, you know, the Kurgat horsemen and sword sisters. You'd fit right in. You know, you don't have to answer right away. Take time, think it over. Seriously though, as amusing as the incongruity is to think on, I actually don't think it was, you know, just a blooper or a subtle attempt at humor. I think it is actually intentional and important detail. Please be patient with me for a sec. I'm autistic myself, and I don't think verbally, so sometimes I struggle to put thoughts into words. And for the most part, I plan on putting lore and commentary stuff into separate episodes of their own, so people can easily skip past them if that's not what they're into. But because I think some of the discrepancies here would seem pretty weird if you only had knowledge of this game and you didn't know his predecessor character, Shaw, in Mr. Love Queen's Choice, who was human and not a merman, and he was an archaeologist who spent his days studying and excavating ancient ruins and artifacts, and so it was part of his daily routine dealing with mining treasures and dealing with frauds and thieves in the course of that. And he also had a magic artifact called the Dragon Eye, which is seems an awful lot like how that Ice Jade Soul Pearl, the thing they're trying to fix here in the date. It's not in this sequence here. It's in the date that I've already posted, which was the backstory for this going on. And at one point in Mr. Love, he does have to go embark on a quest to fix his Dragonite gem because it gets cracked in the course of something he did to save the world. And so, having some experience with both games, my impression of this is that this particular event going on is not an alternative universe or just a mere cute romantic fantasy. But despite the ancient Chinese ascetic, it's actually a future incarnation where he's actually biologically human in this lifetime rather than being a merman. Because in our current timeline, where he is a merman, although he does have the ability to magically summon legs when he's walking on land, he is very vocal about complaining about having to use them. He does not. He doesn't want to walk. He doesn't want to ride bikes. No, he complains. He is not going to be horseback riding across the country as a merman. Okay, he's got to be human right now because or else this is just so far in the future. He's just gained so much more zen and maturity that he could do all this stuff now as a merman without complaining about it. But the other thing is, he's doing more Shaw things than Raphael things right now. So, but he's still making enough fish metaphors to indicate that even if he's like more in Shaw persona than Raphael, he still's got awareness of past lives as a sea creature. But there's just I mean maybe it isn't just a mistake and I'm just really overreading into this, but I really think that he's not a merman right now. I'm pretty sure. And like I said, he's channeling a lot more Shaw than Sea God. So, but anyways, I'll stop there because, like I said, I'll make separate episodes for lore-based commentary like this, so that nobody has to listen to my wild thoughts and speculation unless they really want to. So, all right, getting back into it. Perhaps it's the exhilaration of archery and horseback riding that caused my worries to disappear. I'm eager to challenge him to a race. I need more practice with mounted archery, but I believe my horseback riding skills improved considerably under your guidance. Shall we see who can reach the hill beyond the forest first? Raphael raises an eyebrow at my challenge. With a serious expression, he immediately puts his bow away.
I see. My student is eager to outshine me. Since I've received your challenge, I must give it my all.
Yet the results are clear. Raphael and his horse are like an arrow shot from a bow. It's not long before I can barely see his figure in the distance. I only hear his cheerful laughter that the wind carries back to me.
I'll see you soon.
After riding through the dense forest, we stop on the hillside that's located on the outskirts. Yunshao's distant, dazzling lights gleam. From here, Yunshao looks prosperous, yet beneath all that splendor are dangerous undercurrents.
Whether in Yunshao or Jiaole, people's desire for peace remains unchanged. So long as someone carries a lantern, dark undercurrents cannot go anywhere.
Raphael's gaze falls upon me, his eyes reflecting the city's flickering lights. I take his hand. I'll carry that lantern with you.
Then we'll be able to light each other's path.
The New Year's festival has arrived, and the restaurant's main hall is adorned with new decorations. Chatting and laughing, customers sit in circles amongst brilliantly lit lanterns. Raphael and I are preparing to close the restaurant and begin our banquet when a fish and long lantern parade passes by our establishment's entrance.
Loons and fish rise from the waters to celebrate New Year's!
What a long procession. I can't even see where it ends.
Opening our door to lanterns is an auspicious sign. May we be blessed with abundance and prosperity in all the years to come.
The auspicious hour has arrived! It's time to beat the drum and pass the flower. May fortune fill our establishment!
Drums resound behind me. When I turn around, a red silk flower ball lands in my hands. I freeze and barely manage to give the ball to Raphael as the drum beats stop. The one holding the flower when the drums end is said to have the best luck.
You're so thoughtful. I want to share this good fortune with you as well.
Bells and drums accompany the melody of Shishu. Everyone in the restaurant forms a circle. Following the rhythm, they perform a traditional dance from Jiaole. I've never danced with a group like this before.
If you're nervous, you can hold my hand. Follow everyone else. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. Dancing is a means to celebrate, so happiness is what matters most.
But I'm worried I'll step on your feet.
That proves how our minds are very much alike.
Yeah, he's probably worried I'll step on his feet too. The bells and drums keep the rhythm as our steps weave with the beats. I relax, and this moment feels like a dream that's intricately woven by the glowing lights around us. I look at Raphael. The radiance is reflected in his eyes, and his expression from his eyebrows to his gaze is relaxed.
You really enjoyed it, huh? We should participate in more events like this in the future.
I agree.
I thought you'd refuse.
I want to see you be graceful and carefree every day. It's impossible to look away from such a sight. The banquet has ended, and Raphael and I stand side by side under the eaves. The courtyard is still adorned with the New Year's lanterns, their light creating a warm, dreamy glow. I wonder what the new year will bring.
Each year brings a new beginning, and the coming year will be filled with its own unique beauty. We held a banquet, but at this very moment, we're the only ones here. Why don't we take this opportunity to brew a jar of New Year's wine?
All right, we'll make it tonight, and we can drink it together next year at this time. Raphael leans down and taps the tip of my nose. The banquet's fragrance of wine entwines our breaths and dissolves into the night's breeze.
I also hope that this happiness will be carried into the coming year.
We gather... Did he just walk in a circle around us? He, went out that way and came in this way? Wow. Alright. We gather ingredients from the kitchen, add the wine starter, seal everything in a jar, and bury it under a tree in the courtyard.
Spring's flowers and leaves, summer's fresh fruits, autumn's fragrant herbs, and winter's stored honey. I gift you good fortune throughout the 4 seasons. May joy always accompany your every step, and may your life be free and not shackled by worries.
In the distance, a drum resounds. We've only buried our New Year's wine. Yet I already feel intoxicated by this enchanting evening. We must open this wine next year together, and maybe we experience every beautiful moment hand in hand as the seasons change. After searching near and far, Raphael and I finally locate Songyun Chamber. Under the pretext of looking for rare stones, we discover the whereabouts of the stolen uncut jade stones. Having gathered the critical evidence about the stolen goods, Raphael presents everything to His Majesty the Emperor. The involved officials are caught in one fell swoop, and Duke Xiao is the first to fall. A thorough investigation is conducted. It's revealed that Duke Xiao colluded with officials for profit and intended to use the incident to sabotage relations between Yun Xiao and Zhao Le. The imperial court is in turmoil, but the dust settles after several days. Yun Xiao returns to tranquility, its streets and marketplace as bustling as before. Tonight is perfect for a lakeside evening stroll. At the dock outside Yun Xiao, two small fish-shaped lanterns glide through the darkness toward me.
It took me some time to obtain them. I'm sorry I made you wait.
You didn't take that long. Did you choose these fish lanterns?
You were staring at those lanterns during the parade. Is it correct to assume you're fond of them?
I take the lantern from his hand. The soft light illuminates our faces as we join the crowd and slowly walk along the shore. Raphael, I have one more wish I want to fulfill.
What a coincidence. I also have a wish, and I need your assistance to make it come true.
I was the one who mentioned wishes first. Give me your hand. Amidst the lantern's swaying lights, Raphael holds out his hand as if he anticipated this. I made it myself. The craftsmanship isn't great, but you're not allowed to complain. I tie the red string bracelet around his wrist. I feel as though I captured a fish of longing as it swims toward me among countless lanterns.
I disagree. The craftsmanship is exquisite. Your skill is remarkable. And the bracelet is filled with your heartfelt intentions. I shall cherish it.
Wearing the bracelet, he takes my wrist and places a wooden box in my palm. Its patterns are intricate.
Now it's my turn to give you a present.
He opens the wooden box to reveal a red jade bracelet resting quietly on velvet. Its rich, gorgeous color catches my attention as light dances across its surface. He places the bracelet on my wrist, and it fits perfectly. The jade is smooth and warm to the touch. It's certainly a rare treasure. When did you measure my wrist?
On the day you were going to such great lengths to measure my wrist. Well, do you like it?
I do. Thank you, Raphael. I'm sorry I can be a little oblivious sometimes. He waits for me to continue, but I find myself unable to articulate my thoughts, perhaps because of the intense warmth shared between our clasped hands.
A little oblivious. You're being rather humble.
What? Is that bad?
It's all right. I know. Even if no words are spoken, I can feel it. After all, you're my little stone. You're one of a kind and have all the world's treasures. Whether you're a little oblivious or utterly clueless, it doesn't matter. An uncut stone may seem plain on the outside, but it can possess the world's rarest red jade, a priceless, passionate, devoted heart. Others might not see it, yet a true connoisseur with the keenest eye can recognize its value.
Our fingers intertwine, and our wrists press against each other. Under the lantern's gentle light, the red string bracelet and red jade blend into one, like an entwined thread of fate.
You and I are talented at appraising stones, yes? One glance is all we need to see the most passionate, devoted heart.
Right, we have completed his story, and now we can claim Jade Ripples, which is... This looks like deskwear. So he goes in that with him home office area. Might be an animated thing. It looks like it looks tiny here. But it's like a little ornament. And those are, I don't know, probably fish. Yeah, it's probably fish swimming around just the red jade bracelets. So that's something I have not. We haven't opened up that yet, but I've been focusing on stuff that would get us diamonds for wishes now for getting the limited time event wishes. Although, speaking of which, I guess go check that real quick and then do a few quick pulls and then I'll end there. So we could do 4. Oh, lagging a little bit, probably because that was all pretty video and stuff we were doing, but alright. So, nothing new, but at this point I can have no complaints. We've already gotten 4 out of the 5 cards available. So, I can't make any complaints. Even if we get absolutely nothing else now, then, you know, I still feel really happy and grateful for what we have gotten. I'm really glad I did come back to this event. I really enjoyed it, even if I can't succinctly express in words my enjoyment in a meaningful manner, but anyways, okay, well, thank you very much for watching. The event's got a couple more days. I think the remaining ones I'm going to record them, but I won't necessarily post them all at once. I need to make sure to record them before the event is over, because otherwise since they're limited time events, you can't access them afterwards. So if I want to get recordings, I have to. But I will probably post the recordings over time, intermixed with gameplay, so that it's not just.
Are you trying to be a model with that pose?
No. Now I lost my train of. Let me put it on a different screen. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I will get the video footage, but I will of all the guys' stories, and I will post the cards that I get from them, but I won't post them all immediately after recording, because that would just be a huge block of just video without gameplay. So I will intersperse it over time with gameplay. Also, Raphael's event that we did that, and I showed you, like, in the gameplay context of actually playing through it, how it's experienced in game. But I do think I will do a re-recording of it as story archive without the gameplay and commentary. And if I do that, I'll upload it to the channel, but I won't put it in the gameplay. I won't put it in this playlist, since you've already watched that content. So yeah, but that stuff for the future. And yeah, that's it for now. Sorry, I am really tired. I have really pushed myself hard to get things done in the time frame of the event, and still try and be meaningful and informative and entertaining. And hopefully I succeeded at doing an okay enough job of that. When the event is over, I'm probably just going to take a short break for a bit, and I do that to return to doing some Blue Protocol Star Resonance videos, because that's been on the back burner while I've been doing these. But I will be coming back to the game. My interest is renewed. I've had a lot of fun, and I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue with this game long term, as long as it continues being fun. I am going to consider putting up episodes of Mr. Love Queen Choice. I already have the Let's Play going of it that I started, but the actual gameplay is really slow over time. So I might make a separate playlist of just main story content, so that people who are interested, who are watching this series, and have not played Mr. Love, can have like an easy place to go look at story content there, if they're interested in what lore might transfer over to this game, or some of the connections between the two, some of the things I refer to. So but like I said, first I'm going to finish off getting the essential video footage that will go away after this event. That's priority number one. Then I will probably take a short break to recuperate myself, and then I'm going to make a regular thing of this. I'm going to keep going and build up this team we've got, and yeah. So thank you for sharing the journey with me. And I'll be back again soon. Take care.